Welcome to the third lecture of spline modeling. Here I'll be telling you how to use modifiers to make some shape out of your lines and splines, right? So let's just go to line, go to your front viewport, and let's create a wine glass. So this way you're making the top, then you're making the leg, and then you're making the base. You have to make half of what you want to see. So we are making half a wine glass, and now we'll use a modifier in the modifier panel in the modifier drop down list named lathe. Lathe is a modifier that makes a 360-degree copy of your present shape and it makes it into an object. Now here you see that some shape has come out, right? So come on to the parameters side. Now we wanted it in the y direction. There is an imaginary axis in the center of this object, right? So how can we access that? Using the axis button over here. What you do is when you click on axis, this corresponds to the axis now. You see moving this makes different shapes out of your object. This is like a container. You get it on this side, it turns into a similar thing like a wine glass. Now the same functionality that I'm doing using this can be done from this. You align to the axis, you align it min. This is the minimum way it can go. Though it can go ahead also, but that is a way where your geometry is intact. Get it to the center or get it to maximum. So this is maximum, this is center, and this is minimum. So you don't require to go over here. You can just click on this axis button over here and come and arrange it based on whatever you like, right? So we'll keep it somewhere around this, that makes this CR glass. So this is a wine glass that's created. This is also there in your 3D. So here you can come and see your glass in all your 3D shape, right? Now this still doesn't look like a wine glass. So what we can do is use another modifier that's a bonus for you in this lecture. That's called turbo smooth. It makes everything real smooth. So this way you have something close to your wine glass. Now you can obviously create different shapes, open this a little more and try and experiment with your shapes. So I've come back to realistic mode by pressing F4. And here is your glass. So the shapes that you've given have come out over here, right? So this is almost like a wine glass. Now let's create our flower vase. As a bonus in this lecture, go to your front viewport with your line spline selected. Let's make the neck of this flower vase. Get it here, and get it almost around midway. So that half of this is created by the lathe modifier. And we right click. Go to your modifiers panel. In the modifier list, click on lathe. Select OK. And you get something like this. Now again, go to this drop down, press an axis. Try and smooth it out till the point where you see this resembles a flower vase. Look at the bottom also, so that it doesn't overlap, and also if it doesn't stretch, right? So get it to about this much. Now you see the opening is a little too broad. How do you correct that? Come to your line, select vertex. Now you have your vertices showing. So select this vertex, get it towards inside a little bit. Not too much, otherwise it will become straight. Now if you want to go back and see how it looks, come here, click on this show end result, okay, and click on OK. Now you see the object and your line together. Now you can't select vertices here because this is through the modifier. Now let's go and get our turbo smooth. This is kind of smooth the whole thing. Now come into your perspective view, press F4, scroll out, and you see your flower vase is ready. At the end you have the bottom here, which looks nice, and this way you have created a flower vase. Last thing that I would like to add to this is, what if you want to delete a modifier? What you can do is either switch it off this way. It all the modifiers build on top of each other. If we take out this blade modifier, if we switch it off, it all vanishes because there's nothing 3D present in the picture. Switch this on. Now you want to delete one turbo spoon. Select it and come on delete, and it goes. Ctrl Z to undo, and you can save this wherever you want, right? Now let's see you in the next lecture, and I'll show you how to render a spline in viewport.